What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bies. If you are new here, I am a certified personal trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing. My last company was Pruvit. Yeah, which is what we're going to talk about today. And I'm quite excited. Actually, I'm quite excited about the next couple videos. You'll see why very soon. Today, I don't even know how to prepare you guys for this because as I was scrolling this morning, this showed up in my feed and I was like, what is this? I don't even know how to prepare you. I do want to say that at one point there is a mention of, she mentions not wanting to be here anymore. So I want to make sure that I'm giving a content warning for that particular part. Yeah, it's something. How are you guys? How are things? Do you have your favorite snacks and drinks? I actually have something new that I got from Costco last night that I want to try. So I thought, hey, let's try it together. Have you guys seen these? I've never tried them. They're called Protein Pop Plus. It's 130 calories, 130 calories and 30 grams of protein. So we're going to switch it up a little bit. I know not everybody likes change, but also look how pretty the glass looks with the purple behind it. So we're going to give this a whirl. It is carbonated, and this is mango peach. I do have it linked below along with makeup looks, affiliate stuff in the video description. Check it out. And I did post a recipe today. Did y'all see that short? So there's a whole new playlist for recipes and meal prepping that is coming very soon. So there's one already up there. All right. Anyways, let's open this. Let's give it a whirl. What if it's terrible? Well, we'll find out. I don't think there's, it smells good. I don't think there's much of a fizz, but yeah, here we go. I can't even pour the whole thing. Very fizzy. That's okay. That's okay. What'd you have for dinner? What'd you have for dinner? Because I'm nosy. I have garlic, steak bites, and potatoes in the crock pot. If it's terrible, you'll be honest about it. Unlike MLM's, true. All right, let's give this a taste. Oh, this tastes very similar to the, it's very mango up front. This tastes very similar to the bucked up protein. If you like the mango peach, you'll like this too. And this was from Costco. I can get down with that. It kind of gets me like right here, but that's okay. Yeah. A frozen pot pie. Love that. Love it. Okay. This is a shorter video. So, you know, I don't even know how to prepare you guys. I watched this with some of the members earlier today and I was like, oh my God, we only got maybe a third of the way through. And I was like, we're going to save the rest for later. So, oh man. Let's just get into it, right? Let's just do it. All right, let me go to the proper, here we go. Now this is, what is her name? Why can I not remember her name? Hold, please. Is her name April? I think April Rose or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, she came across my feed this morning as I was scrolling, and it is quite interesting how she's attempting to sell Pruvit ketones. And we're going to talk about it. Also, Miss Edge, what is up? Member for 21 months. Thank you so much. Woohoo, 21 months of watching the nonsense of MLMs. And hopefully you've learned something along the way. That is my hope. Okay. Love that. Love that. All right, let's see what she has to say. What is her name? That's going to bother me now. It'll come to me.
Probably. Y'all, okay. We're about to get started with some meal prep, but I had to share something with
Wait, I don't think this is all the way back. Hold on. Sometimes it does this. Give me just a second. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Let's try this again.
you because I just dropped, hello
There it
everybody,
is.
my name is Angel, and if you are catching me live.
Angel. Angel is her name. Yeah, I think I think she's friends with Courtney Shepherd or in her downline or something.
You'll know you're live with me because there's a red thing right there. If you see that, say hi, say hello, let me know where you're coming in from. I'm coming in from Portland, Oregon. If you're catching this the second time around, drop it too so I can come back and say I missed you too. And as always, if you're brand new to me, you're in for a treat. So drop new into the comments so I can meet and greet you properly. Y'all, okay, we're about to get started.
Do I need to turn her up or turn her down? Looks like we're pretty close, but let me know. Let me know how it sounds on your end.
Started with some meal prep, but I had to share something with you because I just dropped, well, I didn't just drop off. We had a Zoom earlier tonight, and I had
Why the clapping? Why are we doing that?
to get a hold of a few people I've been having conversations with. I've been on phone calls back to back to back to back to back all weekend long, and I was getting...
That sounds terrible. Can you imagine spending the entire weekend on back to back to back to back calls where everybody's just talking in circles and they're like, give us your best stuff. And it's like, go live on Facebook. I don't even need to be on that training to know that they are talking complete nonsense when it comes to training. Why? Because I used to participate. Not much has changed, honestly.
Somebody signed up right before I had on here, so I am super excited about that because we are bringing back the 50 and 5. And so, which is awesome because the 50 and 5 is literally what helps so many people to literally drop their last 50 pounds, their first 50 pounds, to get them started, to help them finish. All the people...
I'm going to pause this so she can catch her breath for a second. What do you mean the 50 and 5? Does that mean 50 pounds in 5 months? Does it mean 50 pounds in 5 weeks? I have so many questions because do you guys remember when they did the summer shred, or it was like 10 pounds in something, some kind of time frame? Do y'all remember that, or am I just remembering that? Ma'am, please take a breath. Or 28. Thank you. Not on my weekend. Absolutely not. Nope. Literally. All the things. Oh my God, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. That's awesome that you're here. I love your picture. Do we have the same hair color? Because that's a vibe. I love it. Tara, you get it. You absolutely get it. I just feel like I remember a 10 pounds in some kind of a time frame, and they were trying to wrap ketones into the conversation, but on the back end of it, they were changing how they were eating. I don't know. Let me know if you guys remember that, because I know it's been a while, but 50 and 5, this is the first time I've heard about this. So maybe they've just multiplied the 10 pounds in whatever time frame times 5 or something. So I am interested to see what kind of nutrition advice she's about to give, because if you're trying to lose 50 pounds in 5 months, which is what I think this is, you're obviously going to have to change your nutrition. You're going to have to make changes to nutrition. So we'll see. We'll see what she says. Oh.
That we're wanting to actually progress on their journey, who are plateaued. If you are somebody who's plateaued before, put up "that's me" in the comments. If you are somebody who has been frustrated because you've tried every diet from Jenny Craig to Weight Watchers to Mediterranean, you name it, you tried it and it like worked but kind of didn't because you got into back. Maybe you tried it a second time. Maybe it didn't work for you. Maybe it worked for your best friend and you're like, how the hell did they shrink so quickly? Maybe your husband did it and he lost 50 pounds. You lost 3 and you were pissed.
This is a lot. We're going to be taking lots of breaks because this is very intense. So all of those things that she mentioned, you know, keto, low carb, all of those are going to manipulate your caloric intake in some way, shape, or form. The only one that I don't think necessarily excludes food groups is the Mediterranean diet. So if you're manipulating or excluding whole food groups, you more than likely are changing the caloric intake, your caloric intake. And you can only sustain that for so long. And so when she's explaining this and saying, oh, well, you probably tried this and you tried that. If you're like me, you tried everything else, you know, and it worked for a while until it didn't. And then you gained it back. Well, you gained it back, in my opinion, unless there's, you know, excluding if there's something, some kind of medical intervention that needs to happen. excluding that. You probably gained it back because you started including all food groups, which you should. You should include all food groups. Today, I had a little, I guess it was like a little brownie that we got from, we had this variety pack from Costco last night. I am still in a calorie deficit. I am down 19 pounds today. I think that's important to mention with my credentials. And it was great. Still tracked it, still did my thing. You know, include all food groups, everything in moderation, unless you have an allergy or your doctor, your registered dietitian has said, hey, don't eat this and here's why. Everything in moderation. So yeah, and also what did she say? Oh, they lost weight so quickly. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to lose weight so quickly? Slow is sustainable. Slow weight loss, sustainable. Okay. Oh.
Like, drop for me anything that you have done, just say it, that's me. So, if you are new to me and this is your first time seeing me, hello there, Karen. Say hi as you guys pop on. So the reason I'm sharing this to you with
What was that? What was that? I don't know what just happened there.
you because I had tried everything before. I've had a gastric bypass. I've tried every diet there is known to mankind. What? Am I like not on the internet? Oh, this thing cut me off the other day, like hard. Cut me off hard. It got me like a bad habit. It was like a one-night stand without a kiss goodbye. Okay, so the reason why I'm on here sharing
What's happening? I was telling the members earlier today that when she said it dropped me like a bad habit, or it's like a one-night stand without a kiss goodbye, I was like, that reminds me of the one-liners that we used to say when I was in slumber parties, pure romance, and then love winks, because there was always these like one-liners that we would give that would make everybody laugh, and it was routine. It was part of the script, if you will. That's what that reminded me of. If any of you were a part of those companies, let me know in the comments. Oy.
With you is because I thought all these things were pyramid schemes, scams, and I did not want to have anything to do with any of them. This is, by the way, the most incredible drink that helped me to lose 109 pounds in 9 months and has helped me to maintain it for the past 4 years now. Has also helped me to actually save my marriage so I don't bite my husband.
I'm going to stop her right there, because if you notice, she's mixing up a packet of K1 ketones. She said that this has helped her maintain over 100 pounds of weight loss in 9 months. Now, the interesting part about that is K1 ketones just came out. I don't even know if they're available to the public at this point. It was only available to promoters through these big packs so that you could opt in for the binary comp plan, the new comp plan that Pruvit rolled out. So it's really interesting to me that she's mentioning that what she's mixing has helped her to lose over 100 pounds in 9 months when those products just came out. I feel like the details in all of this matter, you know?
Head off to help me not like yell at my kids for not finding their shoes, to help me not throw bottles at people where I'm driving down the street and have road rage. It has helped me to literally change my mood, attitude, and let me know if you have road rage too. Bar fights. Or not get in bar fights. Did you hear that?
Bar fights. Yeah. Apparently, according to her, drinking Pruvit's ketones helps with road rage and preventing you from getting in bar fights. Brian, you must be so proud, my guy. Blake, yeah, Terry LaCour, you must be so proud. My God. When I was in Pruvit, none of this would have been presented this way. Jade from compliance would have been all over this within seconds, like, Angel, you need to take this down. But it seems like compliance has become a lot more relaxed these days when it comes to Pruvit, which I find quite interesting. It's almost like we're coming up on the 2-year point, or did we just pass it? No, we're coming up on the 2-year point of Herbalife buying Pruvit. And so Maybe they're just like, whatever, we're just going to try and collect all the sales, all the revenue we can, and then we're going to close up shop. Meanwhile, these people are making these wild claims on the internet. And unfortunately, there's going to be people that believe them. And this is no hate to Angel. I don't know Angel personally. I don't need to know Angel personally. I know what she's saying here is terrible. I know what she's saying here is horrific. It's wrong. Ketones do not help you with road rage. Ketones do not help you with anger. You know what helps with anger? Therapy. Therapy, talking to a professional, sometimes medication, also in with the therapy, seeing a psychiatrist. Sometimes all of these things work really well together, but you know what doesn't work well when it comes to any of this stuff? Pruvit ketones. Also, I'd like to point out that she mentioned that she had gastric bypass. We're going to talk about that later. I don't have any issues with gastric bypass. Do what you do. If your doctor suggests that that's right for you, I'm for it. Just to be clear, this is going to be important because I have some questions for anybody that has had gastric bypass here in just a few minutes.
Not getting bar fights. So let me know seriously if you have road rage. Like my husband and I used to get into fights about this because like I had road rage so badly. Let me know if you have road rage in the comments. I would drive down the road and if somebody like cut me off or like anything, honked at me, like came too close to me, I took it as like a personal vendetta. Like I don't even know why, but I was always in a bad mood all the time. That if somebody would do something to me, it was like you just killed my firstborn or something, and I had like you were on my list. All I could see was red, and I would speed up, I would cut in front of you, I would slam on the brakes. Hell, if there was a
That is not normal. That is not healthy, in my opinion. Ma'am, are you okay?
a half full, excuse you, bottle.
She probably got mad over that.
Half full bottle of anything in the car, I would throw it at you. I couldn't control my anger and my temper. I was so angry all the time that everything would set me off. And my husband would be like, you can't do that. You know, we're going to pull up. This guy's going to pull a gun on you someday. And I'm like, no, they're not. And he, like, it was horrible. It was horrible because my husband drove around thinking that I was not going to come back someday because I had such bad temper when it came to driving.
Oh my God. I don't understand how these people can say this kind of stuff online like it's a positive thing. Like, oh, I'm drinking ketones and now I don't have road rage anymore. How are you okay with saying this stuff? I don't understand. This is so unhinged.
I live 5 minutes away from my work intentionally. So I didn't have to.
You live 5 minutes from work because you can't control yourself to manage your emotions as people are also going to work and doing what they do in a car around you. You can't, you're yelling at your kids because they can't find their shoes. You're getting in fights at the bar. I don't know how old this woman is. I have no idea. I know at my grown age, there's no reason that I should be getting in bar fights. I would assume the same for her. That's wild to me. Oh, ketones prevent me from getting in bar fights. What do you mean? What do you mean? Holy cow.
Be on the road that long because my road rage was that bad. I really could not control my anger or my temper, and I was so miserable. Let me know if you can relate to this.
I hope nobody can relate to that because, yeah, this is a much, much deeper issue in my opinion as well.
So the reason I say that is because I have found that when you are unhappy with where you're at, that affects your mood, okay? You're just angry, so every little thing irritates you, ticks you off, pisses you off, literally sticks with you all day, and it festers. It festers until somebody says the wrong thing. It's the camel that straw, like breaks the camel's back, the straw that breaks the camel's back, and you just go for it and you lose it, especially on somebody you don't think you're gonna see again. Is that like, you know, like you wait until you're like away from your neighborhood and you're like, what's up? I've had hamburgers slammed on my car. I have had, like, we're talking, like, my road rage is bad. I can admit this.
I thought it was bad. Now it is bad. We're going from past tense, making it sound like Pruvit's ketones cured that, helped her control her anger, to now we're present tense. My road rage is that bad. So which is it? And maybe that's a slip up on her part, you know, but the fact that you can get on the internet and say, oh, well, Pruvit's ketones help me control my road rage, or they help me control my mood, because they always say better mood, like we were taught to say that. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
He thought, yeah, he's like, I'm the one that's gonna have to fight. I'm like, no, I'll get out and fight this dude. It was really bad. And it's embarrassing for me to talk about that because that's not
Yeah, you seem really embarrassed to talk about it when you're incorporating it into your pitch for ketones. You seem really embarrassed.
person I am anymore, but that is the person I was. I was so angry that I couldn't control it. And so it didn't happen overnight. And anybody who tells you it did is lying to you. But I will tell you that I was in a lot of pain. I deal with a lot of chronic pain issues.
Shout out to all the chronic pain warriors that are on here watching the replay. Y'all are incredible humans. I see you. Not that you need me to see you, but you know what I mean.
I was born with some. I gained some along the way. I just really did not know how to get out of the situation I was in. And I didn't want to be here anymore because no matter what I did, no matter what I tried, I couldn't get the weight off. I was miserable. Nothing was working long term.
Okay, let's take a pause. First of all, thank you, Chris the doll, for the gifted membership. It looks like B got it. B, congratulations. Welcome. What? What did I just say? Welcome. So glad that you are here. And thank you for the gifted membership, Chris. I appreciate you so much. We do a members only after party where we talk a little bit more about just behind the scenes stuff, where we talk about the live stream here that we're doing. So if you would like to become a member, click the join button. And congratulations to B for getting the gifted membership. And again, Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate that. This woman, I would like to point out, and I'm sure you guys obviously see this, her entire first part of this video is setting it up to make it sound like ketones are the end all be all. They cured everything. And anytime you see online somebody that is saying something like this cured this and this cured that, and it cured all of these things in one singular product, they're probably just trying to sell you something, because that's not how science works. If you think about this, let's break down like Pruvit's better energy, better mood, better sleep, better, all of that stuff. Those are all different systems in the body. So you mean to tell me you're going to take one powdered product and it's going to help you with better energy and better sleep all at the same time? As an example, these are two very different systems in the body. So beware of this stuff when you see it online. And if you need more information about Pruvit, I have a whole playlist that's linked below that you can check out. And speaking of Pruvit, if I may plug the video that's coming tomorrow for members and Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific for everybody. Do y'all remember Melissa B from Pruvit? Melissa, I hope you see this, because you're definitely going to see the next video. Do y'all remember Melissa B? I can't pronounce her last name. It's like Boer something, I don't know. Allegedly, she was terminated from Pruvit. Allegedly, she signed an NDA. She kind of disappeared. Yeah, well, she joined another MLM company. And we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. So that's coming tomorrow. I actually have it already uploaded, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow for members. Members always get early release videos, FYI. So yeah, Melissa. Disappointed. I am disappointed for sure. Okay, let's get back to this.
Felt like this was just not a happy life I was living.
Jade, where are you at? Jade used to be the compliance people, or one of the compliance people at Pruvit. I don't even know if she still works there, but FYI.
So I finally decided.
Oh, didn't Jade at one point, correct me if I'm wrong because it's been a long time, didn't she at one point wasn't she monitoring my comments and who was commenting or something like that? Do I remember that correctly? Do y'all remember that? If you do, that was a long time ago. Also, I forgot the smolder. So we have another, sorry guys. I forgot the shoulder smolder. My apologies. Ophelia's Puppy Lover channel. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. And it looks like Helen got it. That's awesome. Helen, welcome to membership. I don't know, that sounds weird, but appreciate you guys so much. Jade to aisle 1, Jade to aisle 1. Thank you.
I was going to break down and try this one product. I had tried so many other products before. By the way, this I found the other day.
Oh, I missed one. Did I miss one? Hold on. She was. Okay. I was like, wait, I think I remember that, but that was a long time ago. So we got Chris the doll. Oh, and another one. Thank you so much. We got to do another smolder. My shoulders, you guys, on a side note that has absolutely nothing to do with this. Well, it's related to the shoulder smolder. My shoulders are so sore. I did 20-pound lateral raises yesterday, 3 sets of 8. Yeah, I'm sore today, and my lats are sore from lat pull downs. Oh man.
This lemon bar
Appreciate
protein,
you, DC.
Premier protein shake lemon bar. Oh, you know I love me a good lemon bar. We're gonna use 2 of these babies.
Okay, can we talk about this really quickly? If you're comfortable, is there anybody in the comments section or on the replay crew that has had gastric bypass? Because from what I understand, after you have gastric bypass, you can only take in a certain amount of food or liquid after you have the surgery. So as I'm watching her pour what is roughly 320 calories with 2 of these protein shakes, that doesn't make any sense to me, because remember she said that she's had gastric bypass. So I'm confused. I'm confused. You know, she said that this was meal prepping. This is not meal prepping. You want an example of meal prepping, check out the short that I posted today, or you can check out the meal prep playlist that I created today that is linked in this video description. There's only one in there now. There's another one coming on Sunday. That is meal prepping. And for me and for my personal training clients that are wanting nutrition help, I'm going to suggest having 320 calories of food that has different nutrients, fiber, all of those beautiful things, carbs, protein, fats, so that they feel full and they have what they need in their body to fuel their body and all of that good stuff. Why? And she's also going to put a Jell-O pudding pack. Now, when I was watching this earlier with the members, I was really full because I had just eaten lunch, which is packed with fiber and carbs and protein and good fats. And I just imagined how full I would feel if I drank 2 of these Premier protein shakes. And nothing against Premier protein. If that's your jam, I love that. If you're using this to try and just increase your protein intake throughout the day, I think it's awesome. But I would prefer my clients to have actual food in the morning versus 2 protein shakes and a thing of sugar-free pudding that she's adding to it. I just feel so full just thinking about it. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But yeah, let me know. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Also, yeah, please don't target the chronic pain community. They have enough to deal with, okay? They're just trying to get through minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. So let's leave them alone, okay? So let me see. It's a lot of mass. Yeah, it feels real heavy. Oh, man. Listen, you had me craving overnight oats a few weeks ago from your reel, and I haven't stopped. Do not stop. I love that recipe for overnight oats, or you can make it, if you're home and you have some time, you can make it on the stovetop, you could make it in the microwave, whatever you want to do. it's got chia seeds, it's got oatmeal, it has almond butter, it has fruit, it has milk. I know I'm missing something. I add some protein powder in there too. You can add honey on top. It's a lot of calories. It's roughly about 600 and some change, depending on how you make it, calories. And that's what I had while I'm in a calorie deficit. That's my breakfast because I love it. It fills me up and it fuels my workouts and helps me reach my goals, which I'm down 19 pounds today. So yeah, but I'm so glad you love the recipe. I'm going to start sharing more because yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
The reason I tell you this is because
I didn't mean to actually unpause that. Let me move this up here. Okay, so Deb says, in the first year I could only eat spoonfuls or suffer the consequences of it coming back up. I assume you mean coming back up, which makes sense. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. The stomach is a muscle. Yes, I'm aware of that part. Even when it's reduced in size surgically, it can be easy to stretch back out over time. I had bypass decades ago, but I still don't drink shakes. So, okay, I know that some of that was cut off. So it sounds like she has stretched out her stomach after having gastric bypass, which, yeah, so much to say about that. Totally. And I totally get that. 100% get that. They're very convenient for so many people. Yeah. I've been eating overnight oatmeal too. I love that. I switched from ham sandwich to egg sandwich and it filled my stomach without making. I love that. That's awesome. Honestly, the screenshots I got today were incredible from this video. Great. I'm very excited about that.
intention of joining anything like this. In fact, anything like this, anybody would ask me, I would tell you this is a scam, this is a pyramid scheme.
Right. I decided, but then you joined.
I was going to try it because I was desperate. I was desperate to try something that would work because I was at my highest weight, 306 pounds. I could barely walk.
Oh, here we go. Okay, content warning. She's about to show before and after pictures of her in her underwear. I know that can be very triggering for a lot of people. So if that is you, pause this. And then you can fast forward here in just a second. I don't think she keeps it up very long, but I do want to prepare you guys for that. Oat gang. Oh my God, do we need like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some kind of an oat gang, oatmeal gang, something like that, emote. I'm writing it in my notes right now on my phone. I have another one that's, you can't say that, but I'm going to do like oatmeal gang. I think that would be so good. Okay, that's on my list. I think I have to have some more memberships, some more people join before I unlock another emote according to YouTube or something. But yeah, I think that would be fun.
I was winded. I would sit there in chairs and be winded, just sitting there in chairs, could not move, was in pain constantly, was not in a happy place. And I saw this one drink. I saw this person online. She had so much energy. She was
oh yeah, I definitely don't. And if I came across that way, I do not think gastric bypass is the easy way at all. So I just want to make sure I didn't come across that way, because that's not how I feel at all. It's still a daily struggle to eat right. Thank you for sharing this with us. And again, I just want to be clear that that's not my stance on gastric bypass, just to be clear.
Maintaining it. She had like everything I wanted. And she actually understood where I was coming from. She wasn't a size 6 going down to a size 2. She was somebody who literally started a lot bigger and got smaller. And I wanted her energy more than anything. I wanted to feel better. So I decided I was going to try this product. Now, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to work. And most things that I have tried taste disgusting to me. Anybody else like a picky person? Like you get it in your mouth and you can taste the like aftertaste of the sugar sweetener, or like it tastes like.
As she's mixing up 2 premier proteins. I just find that really interesting. I'm not saying that they don't taste good, but she's talking about the sweetener that very clearly has sweetener in it.
Rat poison. You're like, I can't choke it down. Like all the
rat poison.
Things, right? That was me.
Did somebody say oat goats? Oh my God. Easy, Brandy.
I just really am picky. So I was like, what does it taste like? And she's like, you're going gonna love it. And I'm like, we will see about that. I swear I was born with Gordon Ramsay's like taste buds have nothing on me. So anyway, so I decided I would try this thing. I wanted to give it 30 days. I wanted to see what I could do with 30 days. I did it for 30 days.
I have more protein pop plus to pour. My straw hit the mic. Sorry if that was loud. These are delicious though. Highly suggest. And again, I got them from Costco, or you can click on the, it should be pinned, or the shopping cart or something like that.
I did it for 60. Then I did it for 90. And the thing was, I had people coming up to me. My best friend at the time had actually asked me, like, I hadn't seen her in a while because we couldn't make our schedules
My best friend at the time. That's interesting.
work. She came in to help me with a job interview and she goes, oh my gosh. And I said, what? And she's like, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm like, and I thought I was hearing her wrong because she wasn't a jealous person. And I was like, what are you talking about?
With best friends like that, who needs enemies? You know what I mean? That's crazy. Thank you so much for this. I appreciate you. Do I have a sound effect that I can play? Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that, but maybe you could. I don't know. Thank you. So I still have to work on my Stream Deck and some of the sounds. Thank you so much for this, worker man. I appreciate you. Cooking chicken Alfredo for dinner. Keep up your amazing work. Thank you for the super chat. That is amazing. Appreciate you. Let me know. Could you hear the Mario sound?
She's like, you are shrinking so fast. Now, mind you, she had decided to do her own thing at the same time, and she was determined to prove to me that what I was doing was the wrong thing.
Oh, so y'all were competing with each other. Ooh, best friends that compete with each other? That's weird. That's not a best friend. No.
And that she had found the right thing. She finally was like, what is going on? And I said, all I'm doing is drinking this drink. She's like, I was like, I didn't change anything other than
I always say that. And every single time, if I were to ask them, well, there's appetite suppressant in that, right? So you were not taking in as many calories, which means you were putting yourself in a calorie deficit, which you could do without taking an overpriced product that scientifically doesn't have evidence to show that it does much of anything except make your urine very expensive. You know, every single time they say that, I know that that's not true. I know that they physiologically have made changes to the amount of calories that they're taking in and the amount of calories that they are burning in a day. Because you'll hear stuff like, I just wasn't as hungry, so I wasn't eating as much. Okay. And then I had more energy because I was drinking caffeine, and they were, I think there's like 12,000% of vitamin B12 in these ketones. So of course you're going to have more energy, which means you have more energy to do more, which you're going to burn calories doing that. So you're putting yourself in a calorie deficit and you think it's the product. It's actually you doing the work.
Incorporated this drink in. It literally took away my food noise.
I'll work on it.
It helped me have more energy. It helped me with my focus so I could get more work done. It helped me to not bite everybody's head off. Like, I actually just feel better. My inflammation markers in my body started going down. I have inflammatory diseases.
Really? What inflammation markers? I would love to know more about that as somebody that used to work in a lab. I would love to. Did y'all know that I used to work in a lab? I haven't talked about that in a long time. I used to be a lab tech. So who is the other woman that is an MT, a medical technologist? I cannot remember her name. She's blonde. I want to say her name starts with an N. And she will oftentimes use the fact that she's a medical technologist as a way to pitch the Pruvit's ketones. So when I hear about specific lab results and things of that nature, it just takes me right back to when I worked in the lab. And yeah, so let me know if you guys were aware of that. I've done a lot of things in my Almost 46 years. Next month is my birthday, by the way. I'll be 46 next month.
Autoimmune diseases, they started going down. Hello, Terry. Hello, Pam. Say hi as you guys pop on. Started going down, and I was shocked. The other thing that happened was I'm pre-diabetic. Let me know in the comments if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, or if you've had like recovering diabetic. Is it recovering? I think it's like called like what do they call it? Controlled? I think it's controlled. But like, let me know in the comments if you have diabetes.
I guarantee you she was probably eating low carb. Why am I saying that? 2 of these Premier Protein, I believe, has about 10 grams of carbs. I can't imagine how full I would be if I had that. It would make me sick to my stomach. It makes me sick to my stomach thinking about it, to be quite honest with you. I guarantee you she is cutting down on her carbs, and that is probably why her glucose in her body is responding the way that it is.
Because I was pre-diabetic for so many years, 23. And I was so scared that they were going to diagnose me with being diabetic that I was not going to come back from that. Because like once you get that on your record, you're stuck. You're screwed. Ah!
I also want to point out that she's not differentiating between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, you have to inject or take insulin. I don't know how I want to word that with YouTube. Because your body doesn't naturally produce it. Type 2 can be changed through diet and exercise and medication, sometimes depending on how high your blood glucose is, depending on what your hemoglobin A1C looks like. So that can be reversed in many cases through diet and exercise and sometimes medication as well. So I don't understand what she means by, if that's on your record, you're screwed. I don't understand.
I lost my little thingy. I was so scared, but I was right skirting the line. And no matter what I did, I could not get like over being diabetic. And I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. Well,
exactly.
I am happy to report if you are diabetic, you're going to understand what this means. If you're not even going to care, but that's okay. I have gotten my A1C down to a 5.1.
Love that.
It has steadily stayed at a 5.1 for the past 4 years now, and I am not in that range anymore. And the thing is that do I eat chocolate? Yes. Do I eat sweets? Yes. Do I eat carbs? Yes. I do all those things.
Everything in moderation. I mean, unless you have an allergy or your doctor, your registered dietitian has told you to stay away from something. I mean, I don't understand this. I don't understand why she is giving this advice. I mean, I do, because all of this is leading into ketones being the solution for all of the things that she's already mentioned, which is just not the case. There's no scientific evidence that shows that. Oh, man. Also, really quickly, it looks like we have about 160 people on here live. If you would do me a favor really quickly and like and subscribe to the channel. We've got about 53 likes on my end, so maybe you thought you liked it. Maybe you thought you were subscribed, but if you would take a second and double check, that is the best way, aside from comments, to support my channel and to help get the word out, to not listen to people like this. You know, it's dangerous.
I was keto for the longest time. Couldn't figure out why my hormones were driving me crazy. Y'all, if you're going...
Go to the doctor. Go to an endocrinologist. Go see your gynecologist. Talk to them about, you know, your hormones. Get some blood work done. Ketones are not the answer for if you think something is happening with your hormones. Also, I would love for her to mention what hormones were out of whack. I would love to know.
Through premenopause, please, like, I feel you, I know you, we sweat together, okay? This has helped me to get my hormones under control, my emotions under control. Like, if you are a woman like me, creeping up on the midlife, okay? We're just gonna say midlife, okay? Then you know what I'm talking about. This has taken all of that away from me so that I actually feel normal again, which, thank you. Like, okay, the night sweats for real, like it looks like...
The way that she's talking about this is almost like she's implying that Pruvit's K1 ketones would be almost a version of hormone replacement therapy. She's not saying it in that way, but it's almost like she's implying that. I find that really odd. I find that really dangerous. As somebody that is about to be 46, I find this really, I don't want to say offensive, but wrong. This is very wrong. Also, talk to your medical team. Yeah. Maybe doing keto wasn't ideal for your health. Who knows? Oh yeah, medical team.
Somebody
Agreed.
poured water on me in bed. Not even funny, okay? Okay,
So she's got water, she's got ketones, she's got 2 Premier protein shakes with some kind of pudding mix. And then every time I say that, you know what it's reminding me of? It's reminding me of Modair trim, and it's causing that little feeling. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh.
the reason I'm telling
No,
you this
thank
right
you.
now is because there is something that has happened. There's something that's happened. Y'all know that it was free last month until the end of the month. You could actually join for free. And a lot of people wanted to, but it was like it was like 3 days. It was like 3 days to figure out how to get your shit together and get.
First of all, if it was free, why is that hard? I would imagine she's talking about the promoter membership, which was, I think, $39 when I was a part of Pruvit. I think they increased it to 40 some dollars in that time frame that I was a part of Pruvit. They did the Keto Dollar Club. So the fascinating part about this is why was it so hard to join if it was free? Oh, because you still had to buy the products. So when she's talking about this time frame and she's like, oh, you know, it was only 3 days long and people just couldn't get their stuff together. Oh, you mean they couldn't come up with the money to buy an overpriced supplement that doesn't have scientific evidence to show that it does much of anything? Weird. Weird. Oh man. Member for 30 months. Thank you so much, Meg. I appreciate you. So many beverages, so little substance. Indeed.
3 days where you could get it and join for free. And some people did, which we're excited. But
I bet you are excited because I bet not a lot of people are joining Pruvit these days. Thank God.
some people were like, that's too, I just can't do it. It's not enough time. Well, I am happy to report that as of tonight, you can join again for free, but it is only until the 12th. The 12th is the cutoff line. They're not bringing it back again. That is the last time.
Yeah, right. I guarantee you they're going to bring it back at some point. Here's my theory. I've mentioned this before. You guys let me know what you think in the comments as well. We're coming up on the 2-year contract between Herbalife and Pruvit, and Herbalife acquiring, or however you want to word that, from the article, from the press release that came from Herbalife. There are, according to that press release that was announced last March, there are performance bonuses or something that's worded in that way. And if we're thinking about it, like let's really think about this. Let's think about, well, what would those performance bonuses be on? What is the number one thing when an MLM buys another MLM company? Let me know in the comments what you think that is. What do you think the number one thing is that the MLM company is after? Let me know. I think I missed. Brandy, I missed you. I'm so sorry. The member for 38 months. Time sure does fly, doesn't it? Also, sorry, this is kind of cut off. The only thing missing from her drink are scientific research and peer-reviewed evidence. Facts don't care about her feelings. Facts. And also, thank you for being a member, especially for 38 months. I appreciate you. Also, she needs to stop yelling. I couldn't agree with you more. Profit, yes. However, in my opinion, it's the distributors. And why? Because the distributors are the biggest customers. So if there are bonuses that are in place, it's probably based on the amount of distributors in the company and probably revenue as well, revenue and profit. So if we think about all the things that Pruvit has done, well, first of all, they have changed their comp plan. They are offering joining for free. They have they announced this K1 ketones that only the distributors could get. And so if you wanted the K1 ketones, you had to become a promoter in the company. That's padding those numbers. It's also bumping the revenue that I think is in a violent tailspin. So I think this is not going to be the end of it when it comes to Pruvit as we're moving through this second year of the contract. I think that we're going to see more of the, Dollar Keto Club or you know, the 31% off or things of that nature that we've always seen from Pruvit. But I think there's going to be some really interesting things that are really about getting more distributors into the company, more promoters into the company, but also getting said promoters to buy even more products. And I think that's what we're seeing here. So when she says it's never coming back again, she doesn't know that. She has no idea. Be so for real.
Ever join for free. And I'm going to tell you, when I joined, it was $1. When I joined, it was $1. And the reason why I actually ended up joining.
Also, if you can't get people to join for free, either you're baiting and switching your audience. Oh, it's free to join. Oh, you mean I get a box of ketones free? Well, no, but you still have to buy a box of ketones. Come on.
Because after 6 months, I had lost 87 pounds of fat. And I was like, why?
After 6 months, you lost 87 pounds of fat.
Why is everybody not doing this? This is literally the easiest thing I've ever done. Like, all I do is drink a drink and it works. Like, why is everybody not doing it? And I was told, and I do believe this, especially if you've been watching me for a long time, because people don't really understand what it does and they don't know about it. 100%. I didn't know about it. I didn't know it had been out for 10 years before I started. So I decided I'm either going to consume the product myself because I loved it, or I was going to help a lot of people. And that is exactly what I've done. I've been able to help.
I would love to know this. I would love to know. Did you get a DEXA scan that shows that? No? No? Also thinking the very same thing. I just wonder how extreme of a calorie deficit, she was in. I don't know that, obviously, but definitely am wondering.
Thousands of people since joining, and I've been able to actually change our family's income by doing that. Now, that was not my intent. My intent was to help other people and to change my life.
There is nothing wrong with making money off of the work that you do. For example, my YouTube channel is monetized. I work really hard to research and put out quality videos and content and hopefully educate people along the way while we're laughing and having a good time. That's important to me. There's nothing wrong with getting paid for your work, but when your work involves trying to recruit people into a product-based pyramid scheme that she didn't believe in at first. Oh, but she was in it, you know, because not for the money, she wanted to help people. Come on. At this point, if they just said, listen, I wanted to make more money and I'm making more money, if that were true, you know, it would make more sense. But it's always, no, I'm not selling, I'm sharing. No, I'm not trying to, I'm not in this for the money, but then mentions, oh, I'm making more money for my family. I'm in it to share. I'm in it to help other people. Well, go volunteer in your community. Go find things to contribute to those around you. Go educate people on something that you have the credentials to educate people on. It's so weird to me that they're like this.
I have just been able to change other people's at the same time, which has been incredible and amazing. So, hello. Let's see what you said. Hello there. Hey, girl. How you doing? Join.
Thank you.
What?
I appreciate you.
Did I miss it? You did not miss it. You did not miss it. You can join right now as a promoter for free, making extra income, helping other people. If you are somebody who loves helping other people, if you're somebody who has a big heart, I saw all the answers to the what would you do if you were a mom and you had time to yourself. Y'all should have time to yourself. You should be putting.
I agree with that. But if you join a multi-level marketing company, that's not going to happen, because that multi-level marketing company and the things that you have to do, the daily method of, what is it? DMOs? Daily method of operation. I think that's what that stands for. I can't believe that I'm actually having to think about that, but it has been 5 years since I've been in a multi-level marketing company. It takes everything over. Your life becomes what you work in the pocket of your days. And every other second, you are working on this multi-level marketing company. You're creating content. A lot of people don't have monetized social media platforms, you know, so they're working for free. They're promoting these products for free. They're trying to recruit people for free. They're having messages, or they're sending messages and having conversations for free. The only time that they make any commission, small commission, is if they sell a box of ketones or somebody has their smart chip run, which, By the way, it sounds like Pruvit might be allegedly having a hard time with fulfilling people's smart chip orders since making the switch to the binary comp plan. I find that really interesting. And if you've been a part of Pruvit, you know their customer service is terrible. There's no phone number to call. You have to email and wait to hear back. And that was back in 2021 when I was a part of Pruvit. And we know that they have downsized. We know that they don't have the offices or the apartment that they used to have in Louisville, Kentucky. We know that a lot of these are remote workers now, you know, and they probably have laid people off, allegedly, and in my opinion. So if customer service was that terrible back in the day, imagine what it's like now. People are having their cards processed and then there's no status on, hey, when am I going to get my smart chip? Allegedly. Oh, but they took your money real quick, didn't they? Yeah, these are all signs that Pruvit is doing really well. That's sarcasm, just to be super clear.
First, you should not feel guilty about taking care of yourself. I've been able to take care of other people better since taking care of myself. My family wants me to take care of myself. I will tell you, one of the best things I learned from this is that my bad habits of putting everybody else first. Hey, Sonia's going to be joining soon.
Sonny, don't join. In fact, let's do something, you guys. If Sonny happens to see this, let's give her some encouraging comments, some reasons to not join Pruvit. I'll start. Have you seen the lawsuit against Pruvit and Brian Underwood? Because if you have, check out my Pruvit playlist. I would not want to be anywhere near him. Period.
Habits of putting my kids first was teaching them to do the same exact thing. And I saw my son growing up and doing the same exact thing. Because while I thought I was putting him on a pedestal and I was letting him have all of that, instead of him living his best life and me taking one for the team, he followed in my footsteps. And I taught him to do the same thing. I never wanted that. I want my kids to be better than me. And so that starts with me. And so that's exactly what
I actually love that. But I just don't love that she's associating her kids being better than her with being associated with Pruvit. I would venture to say that it's probably the opposite, in my opinion.
What I'm doing is I am literally starting now. I started 4 years ago with trying to put myself first, and now I do it every single day. And my family wants me to. They want me to because I'm a better me. Ooh, this is going to be a thick girl, and I'm very excited about it. Y'all, we did cheesecake and lemon bar, and I'm so excited. Okay, and then check out what we're putting on top. Look at how gorgeous.
Oh my God, she's putting more on top.
By the way, have you guys seen these? These are the pineapple strawberries. Last year, if you would have tried them last year, I don't think they were ready. They were like cotton candy grapes the first time. They were good, but they weren't great. The more that they've progressed, these have gotten better. These are actually really good. I'm pretty excited about them now. Let's see here.
She's putting, I can't even. I can't. I can't even. Oh, that made my stomach turn. Let's keep going.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you don't have to, sweetie. I don't ever want to take anybody. I don't want to body drag anybody. I can sign up to sell for free. Oh, you can sign up. Yes. You can sign up for free, and it goes until the 12th. The 12th is...
You can sign up and not pay the promoter fee, which is like $49 or something like that. You still have to buy products.
Is the cutoff. I will not body drag. I will not chase. I don't want people that aren't ready to go. I am looking for people who are ready to change their income and their family's income. This has literally changed people's lives. People joined in January.
Wait, she's gonna dump that? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
People joined in February. People joined in March. People have literally made back their packs times 3. They have changed their family's income in 3 months. Now, am I going to tell you that you're going to have to do nothing? No. Nothing comes from nothing. So if you actually want to change your family's life, you have to bet on yourself.
I don't think she's going to drink this, which makes me feel a little bit better. But I don't understand what we're doing.
I will bet on you because I know that I can get you your help. I know I can help you to do it. I was able to earn a car in 6 months.
Oh God, she's a car earner. Which that makes sense because if you look up here on her fridge, I think it says 30K right there. So I wonder if she has a car. And I talk about this in the Melissa B video that's going to be coming tomorrow for members and Friday for everybody. You had to have 30,000 in volume between you and your team, and you had to qualify for the lease or you had to qualify to buy a vehicle. That vehicle had to be 3 years old or younger. I guess that's the way I want to say that. It's kind of weird, but it had to be certain colors. It had to be certain makes of vehicles. It had to get approved. And then if you continued to qualify for it, you would be responsible for that payment because you signed to buy the car or to lease the vehicle. And then they would send you $800, or at one point it was $1,300, but that was only if you bought a Tesla and had it wrapped as a rank 7. Obviously, they've changed some of this since then. So you have to stay qualified. You have to qualify for the lease. You have to qualify for, to be able to purchase the vehicle and all the things that go along with that. And then if you don't stay qualified, or let's say Pruvit goes away, you have this vehicle. How are you going to pay for it if Pruvit is no longer, which I do think we are around the corner from that. I really do. You're on the hook for that vehicle.
I was able to change my family's life in 6 months. I can show you exactly how to.
Oh, what do I have on my shirt? It's the Notorious B.I.G. I have a similar shirt linked, and actually it looks kind of cool because it's tie-dyed as well. It's like bleached or something. Not tie-dyed, bleached. I think I may have to get it. But yeah, Notorious B.I.G.
Do the same thing. All you have to do is be willing, ready, and let's go.
And coachable.
Because that was what I was able to do, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it too, and I'm damn good at it. So if you are ready, I want you to put "I'm ready" in the comments. I have to go chop up these little strawberries, feed my family. I just want to pop on because it is so exciting that this is extended to the 12th. I know people that have sat there and ran around their house and figured out what they're not using, sold it on Marketplace to get the money together. I have seen people take out credit cards to be able to start their business before, other kinds of business too. I work in a law firm. I do corporate work. I see people set up businesses every day. I know what it takes to build a business. I am damn good at it. That's what I do in my life normally. I have transferable skills, and I know you do too.
She's a lawyer that has trouble, or not a lawyer. She works at a legal office. I don't know what she does. Let me be really clear. With road rage and uncontrolled emotions, but claims that ketones have cured that, along with helping decrease inflammation from her body, or within her body, and claims to be a business owner. Who's going to tell her?
I really want to help you to change your trajectory, to change your life, and to build some income. So if you're ready, put "I'm ready." Mwah! I love you guys. I'm going to hop off here because I got a lot of phone calls to make.
Oh my God, she's so busy, guys. She has to make so many phone calls. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind everybody that according to Pruvit's own income disclosure statement, the last one that they did, which I believe was in 2022, the median annual income of all distributors, all promoters in the company, was less than $11 for the year. I find it really interesting that Pruvit has not put out another income disclosure statement since then. And because we know that revenue is tanking, because we see it on Business for Home, I would venture to say that that's probably closer to like $3 or $4 for the year. And that's why they haven't put it out. That is just my estimate. I am not stating that as a fact. The less than $11, I think it's like $10.48 was the median annual income, to be very specific, when it comes to Pruvit in 2022. So really interesting that in 2026, after all that we know about Pruvit and what has happened and what is about to happen and the new comp plan, which is a binary, but they're calling it the dual team system. Give me a break. Along with the K1 ketones, along with the keto courses that they did several years ago, along with the lawsuits and all of that stuff. You really think you're going to make a ton of sustainable income from Pruvit? Please. Please don't. Don't even. Also, I hate the clapping. Same. She took all that time making that thick drink, then didn't take one sip. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing with that. I mean, is it going in the fridge or the freezer to set? Is it like a dessert? I was really concerned that she was going to drink that because at the beginning of this, I was like, oh my God, it was making my stomach turn just thinking about it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she did with it. It's not a drink. I think it's lemon bars or something. Perhaps. Perhaps. But it was, oh, it was making my stomach turn. And she did mix that for quite a long time. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate y'all being here. If you have not already liked and subscribed, if you would do that, that would be amazing. It looks like we've got 167 people on right now and 100 likes. So if you would do that, that would be amazing. It's the free way to support my channel: commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, hyping the video if that shows up, because sometimes YouTube does show, you know, that you can hype a video and sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand it, but if you see it, if you can do that, that would be amazing. It's a free way to support my channel. If you'd like to become a member and become one of my financial supporters, feel free to do that. We're going to actually do a members only after party right after this. So if you became a member or you would like to become a member, you should be able to access that as well. So thank you for the super chats. Welcome to all the new members, and get ready for tomorrow's video if you're a member. And Friday, it'll be Friday for everybody. I typically post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday and Friday are edited videos, and then Wednesday is a live stream in case you're new here. So, okay. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.